This has been a big day for theme park news. From Universal's new theme park to Las Vegas Halloween Horror Nights opening, new roller coaster at Six Flags Over Georgia, and Tron Light Cycle Run opening date being announced, it's been a big week. To start off, we're going to start with Universal Orlando's new theme park in Frisco, Texas. This new theme park looks like it's going to be very cool. Not very much information about it has been released so far, but we have seen its kind of layout display art. The display art looks a lot like Universal's Epic Universe display art, but this one is more of a small family park. It's in Texas, north of Dallas, but kind of between Dallas and Fort Worth. So it's going to be a lot smaller of a family park, but it'll still have it'll have at least one roller coaster, some different attractions throughout it. It is themed more towards younger people, so it's going to be a lot more of a family park, not as much of a thrill park or a theme park, but it will have the same quality theming, same quality, just pretty much same quality of everything. It's 97 acres, which is really good. It's intended to have a completely different look and feel than the Universal existing parks, but it will be still the high quality that the Universal parks are known for. Also, it is placed in Frisco, Texas, because Frisco is one of the fastest growing cities in the US, according to Universal, and that's why they want to build there, to kind of capitalize on that and bring new Universal parks all across the country. So that was one of Universal's big announcements this week. Universal has a thing called Halloween Horror Nights, which are Halloween themed things that happen. It's really good Universal quality theming, and they just announced that they're doing a year-round Halloween Horror Night experience at Area 15 in Las Vegas. This is very important because Halloween Horror Nights are a very big staple of the industry. They're really good quality, have really good haunted houses, really good all this stuff. And the fact that Universal is doing one year-round in Las Vegas is going to be really good because Las Vegas is a really good city for that, and these Halloween Horror Nights will be more accessible for people all year round to view. It's very good because Area 15 already has a lot of experiences and things you can do there, and this will definitely add to one of them. A year-round Halloween Horror Nights will be very, very good for anyone wanting to view it, for anyone wanting to experience what a Halloween Horror Night is like, and maybe even get excited for Universal's other Halloween Horror Nights. Our next big bit of news is Six Flags Over Georgia announced an entire new roller coaster. They're opening a Pescetti Bowl roller coaster, which is a single rail dueling coaster. It's a really small family coaster, but it actually looks really cool. This will be the second one to open in the US, and they're very cool because it reminds me of a single rail RMC coaster, where it's like a single rail track, but at the same time the Pescetti Bowls kind of duel each other. So this dueling element on like a small children's family coaster is actually really cool. And these Pescetti Bowls are by Skyline Attractions, so it'll be really cool to see how Skyline Attractions does these Pescetti Bowl dueling coasters, how good quality they are, how smooth they are, all of these things. And Six Flags Over Georgia is getting a really, really good quality new small coaster, but it'll be really good for the park. And the final bit of news I'm going to cover is Disney announced Tron Light Cycle Run opening date. This is the video teasing Tron Light Cycle Run, and it's opening at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Tron Light Cycle Run is opening on April 4th, 2023, and that is what the second video shows. This second video is really cool because it kind of gets excitement going for this ride. It's going to be really cool. This entire ride is going to be really fun, really good for the Magic Kingdom Disney Park, and it's in kind of an indoor ride experience, but it also appeals to multiple different types of people. I haven't seen too much about it, but the light cycles look like really cool ride vehicles. It looks like really good theming. It's 3D theming. And this entire ride is going to be really good for the Disney parks and for just Disney in general. So a big week for theme park news. Universal announcing their new parks, Disney announcing Tron Light Cycle Run. Disney also announced some new shows for their parks. Disney's Magic Kingdom is having a new projection show and stuff like that all over the castle, and it's going to be really good. It's celebrating Disney. And it's going to be themed to an old one, but it's going to be totally new projections, totally new all of that. They're also adding a second new show called Epcot Forever. This is the same name as one of their old shows. It's a laser lighting special effects fireworks show. It's going to be really cool because it's themed to the old Epcot Forever, but it's going to be totally new graphics, totally new things. Everything's going to be totally new, but it's themed to their old show. All in all, this has been a really big thing and a really big week for theme park news, and it's been awesome. But wait, you might be asking, I said I had a big announcement at the beginning. Yes, I do. This may be the last, normal news video that I'm going to make, because I'm going to start doing a news podcast, or just a podcast in general. It's going to be a every day or every other day podcast, depending on how much time I have those days. But this podcast is going to be about a lot of news, not just like the big aspects of news, which is what I'm covering in these videos. This podcast will cover all the small bits of news, the new paints, the new tracks, all this new stuff, and all these new rides. But I will still be doing news videos on the YouTube channel, because I will be doing weekly news videos, either on a Saturday or Sunday each week, covering all the major news aspects of the week, my thoughts on those and all of that. But this podcast will be a way for me to get more into the nitty-gritty, small pieces of news, kind of delve into those, what they mean for those parks, for the community, and all of that, and pretty much just seeing how this news will affect their relative parks, and how we can delve more in depth with all of the small bits of news, so you can stay more up to date. Maybe if your park's getting smaller bits of news, we can do construction updates, a lot more things like that, so we can cover more in depth on things and pretty much just have more deep discussions about that. So this podcast will be available on YouTube as kind of like a still motion thing. It'll be more of an audio podcast. The video will just be a still image, or just like ride POVs that aren't necessarily associated to it. But all in all, I'm very excited for the launch of this podcast, and it will be a really great experience and podcast to listen to, so I hope to see you there. So, thanks for listening. As always, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, as it really does support the channel, and please join my Discord server as it is linked in the video description. Have a good day, and ride safe.